What's up YouTube, Dave from Wargames, and we're here with Josh, and Josh is making his debut on the channel, and he's playing, I don't know what you actually call it, was it like Synchron Link, or Link Synchron? I think I named it Link Synchron, and it basically, as you saw in the duel video, is an absolute monster. It could take so much special summon in one turn, and the best thing about this deck is, during the day that we were playing this tournament, Josh actually decked, I don't know how many times you decked people out, was it twice? 2 to 3 times. He got max seed about 3 or 4 times, and he won every game that he was max seed because his board was just so unbreakable. And on top of that, I think he decked people out twice under max seed. That's just how bad and how great a special summon in this deck is. So Josh is going to take you through the deck profile, kind of show you what he's got, and then go from there. So Josh, when you're ready, show us what you've got.
So for starters, we're playing the 3 level eater, the heart and soul of the deck. This allows us to like special summon about nearly 25 times a turn, maybe more.
The worst thing is it's a dark, so not only do you have the ability to send it to grave like within reason whenever you want, also multiple copies if they become dead you get rid of them with the laws. Like any other attribute, it might not be as busted, but because it's dark, it's pretty damn busted.
It's not that, it's just a wear after our target if you want to play that as well.
1 for 1 as well.
And 1 for 1, which we're playing, so you can special summon it off 1 for 1 and then make some crazy sixes.
Make plays.
Make plays from there. And then next off is the 3 Destrudo. The reason why we're playing 3 of this is because you want to see it. It's not because you just want to send it and then get it away. You just really want to see the Destrudo, and the level being special summoned off Firewall Dragon's effect and not being sent to the bottom of the deck is pretty good for setting up next turn. Because then they have to choose between the level eater and this next turn what to crow if they're playing DD crow, which you're not seeing these days. So you wanna try and use the Destrudo to bait DD crow, so level eater is not going to get intervened, and then you want to try and send these two as much as possible. That's why we're playing 3 Grapher and the 3 Knight, which, to be honest, I prefer the Grapher because you can ditch this out of dead hands, that and Malicious, to special summon it and then discard level eater to get the other piece in the grave. But Knight does the same thing. When it's summoned off Firewall, it will get the thingy, you'll get the dump for the dark, and if they're dead, they're just the little targets anyway. And then 3 Mally. The only time you brick is when you draw 2 or 3 of this. And the reason why we play 3 of this is just to continuously get a level 6 that can be level eated off level eater as much as possible. And also the type being dark, if you dead draw a couple you can lure it away, so that's pretty nice. And then for the Synchrons, we're playing 3 quick draw, 1 jet and 1 unknown. The unknown's just for the allure targets being searchable off tuning. The jet is for the combo with Axel, and then the 3 quick draw is to get the level eater in grave and make Jet Warrior to bounce cards off the field and then proceed to OTK or make a big board so they can't get over it. And then after that we're playing 2 Mathematician because you want the level eater in grave as much as possible. That's why you're running about 8 ways, 8 monsters to get it in there. And plus Mathematician's quite a strong little level 3, so 1500 on top of Firewall and Borrow Load and stuff can win the game. And then the one of Gofu, Bolt, Maxi. Bulb is just to get you in the formula. This is just to get a 1 card decode. And the Maxi can be used with combination of Firewall to make an IB and then bounce it back, which is kind of nice. So that's all the monsters we play. For spells, 3 tuning to search out quick draws and the unknown for the allure. And it's good to get lucky with Destrudo, level eater, and the Glot Bolt to mill. Next up's 3 allure, Because half your monsters are mostly dark, so you can allure dead level eaters, go through if it's brick.
90%.
Yeah, 90% of its dead is 90% of it's dark. Then 3 Dragon Shrine because you want to see Destrudo as much as possible. So that's why we're playing 3 of this. Shame it's a hard once per turn, but...
What about Dragon's Ravine? Any reason no Dragon's Ravine?
Because the reason why I played this over Dragon's Ravine is Dragon's Ravine can be ogred and ashed. This can only be ashed. So that's why we're playing Dragon Shrine over Dragon Ravine. And then 2 twins, because going second, this deck struggles against the back row. So if you pitch a level eater or some kind of graveyard card and then pop 2, that's kind of neat. And then the one of is Rodor, search out the warriors. This to get any monster that needs to be in the grave into the grave. 1/1 for 1 to special summon any tuner or level eater out of the deck. And then Soul Charge to bring back your board when it gets run over.
Reset and go. I should probably mention at the start, obviously this deck, well, the main deck itself is relatively budget. There's no ashes, there's no evenly matched and stuff like that. No. That is, obviously, if you do want to pump more money into it, by all means, you can do and do so. There is a bit of variety with the deck as well. You can, like we suggested, there was personal preference between Ravine and, of course, Dragon Shrine. Obviously, with Ravine, it can help you ditch some of your dead cards in hand as well. But like Josh said, there's more chance of it being hit than the Shrine. So it does give you a bit of a ultimatum and options. Anyway, take us on to the extra deck, because that is where the madness happens. Like, it's crazy.
So for extra decks, Synchros, 1 formula Synchron, because I don't see 2 coming up unless I'm playing the Quasar build of this deck. Then I'll play 2 to make Quasar and then turbo it out. But other than that, I don't see the point of 2. It's just a little stepping stone to get into 2 Coral Dragon, to get into the Coral, so you can draw 1, draw 2, and then draw 3 off charge, and then you're drawing off Librarian and this anyway, so you're getting a lot of cards out of that. Plus, going second, this is a board breaker against powerful monsters, spells, and traps, because the ditch to pop can set the graveyard up and pop a card, and being able to pop a floodgate monster is quite nice. And then the 1 TG, the reason why I only play 1 instead of 2 is because you're not going to see it as much, and the extra deck's so tight, you really don't want to like spam the TGs to get the draws, because you're not really focused on how to synchro it out of the deck, you're more focused on the link way of playing it. So you're not actually going to make 2 TGs plus a formula, draw 3, and then make a Quasar, because that's too much resource management into that, and that could be stopped quite easily. Another thing is charge. Charge is pretty good, being able to swing over quite a lot of monsters to beat over things. So like you can swing over about like 3 or 4 monsters with this little guy.
Scapegoat.
Yep, Scapegoat. Tricksters. If they don't have the Honest, this could cripple a Trickster board. Maybe a Pendulum board to some extent. And then the card that gets the combo started is Excel, because you really want to pitch the Jet, boost it up so it becomes a 6, and then level it twice to make all your Synchros, all your links, and then get the tuner impossible for this or this, and then you can make your Synchros, pop some cards, and then that's all what he's there for. Other than that, it's hard to protect. The only way that this is going to get stopped is if they ogre this, but if you play the cards right, you can actually save this from being ogred. And then the last Synchro that I play is Jet. Jet's only there with the quick draw, just to go into a level 5, bounce any card. Doesn't have to be a monster, which is really nice. And it doesn't have to be face up, that's also really nice. So it's a quick way just to summon it and then bounce a back row. And then its ability to recur it is pretty good as well. So you're recurring a level 5, getting level eater to level eater again. And then if you wanted to, you could play the Trish Trish if you wanted to, because you can go bring this back, level it, and then make coral or something, and then go into a Trish that way. But I don't see myself playing Trish as much as possible because it's not really optimal to go into it. I did try it. It was not the greatest of things, but it kind of did the job when you needed it to. You wouldn't go into it straight away because it's not part of the initial board. So that's all the synchros.
Yep, and then for the rest of that,
it's just generic links.
Go on.
Like,
what we've got? Triple proxy.
Triple proxy. In the tournament, I did get cherried for proxies, and that really hurt. But I still won anyway because the ability to make generic Borreloads, being Borrelode and Deco Talker, can beat over the Tricksters anyway. So I didn't really need to combo into this. Plus Coral Dragon, pop in Light Stage and Trick and Lycaris just to blow them out. It's kind of nice. So free proxy. The one IB to make the indestructible Trigate, so you can spam put the Trigate next to the IB and then protect it. Plus it's also a good OTK material, being an 1800 B-Dog. And then for the Link Freeze, we're playing one Trigate and one Decode. Trigate is just to banish cards and negates some stuff.
When you set him up, he's an absolute
beast.
Boss.
He is a beast. When you can set him up next to Proxy and IB and Firewall, he's quite a beast. And then the Decode's just a stepping stone to get into the Firewall Dragon in the first place. Other than that, it doesn't do that much. And then for the Link 4s, one Firewall, one Borreload. The Borreload is just to out other pesky monsters like Mechaba, other Borreloads, Firewalls, and all the other lovely stuff. And then the Firewall is just to bounce cards, recur your resources if you can't go for the OTK, and then set the board up for next turn. You can play Quasar in this deck, taking out one of this and the IB to do so. The IB will be substituted for another formula, and the Borreload could be substituted for any Quasar, being Cosmic, Slifer, or the others.
Would you rather two proxies in the IB, or would you rather keep the three proxies? Is proxy that?
Proxy's easier to make, and it's like sometimes you will come up with some random 2 darks on the field, and you have to make a link to.
IB rather proxy rather than IB.
Because IB's good, but you never. It's the last card you'll make out of the combo. So like you'll make the Firewall, you make your Trigate, and then you probably make this last, just to actually get the cards out of your opponent's hands and stuff.
Fair enough. So that is Josh's Link Synchro deck. It was incredibly, I don't know, impressive to watch. Kind of at the last tournament, it was very, very fun. Something different to kind of see. Yes, as you saw from the duel video, it does take about like 6 minutes. I think it was like 6 or so minutes on his first turn, but his board was crazy strong. It's better than just ending on a, you know, VFD if you watched YCS Melbourne, but hey ho. Regardless, it's incredibly fun deck. It's definitely something nice to try out, and you know, it allows you to work a synchro engine a lot more consistently than previously viable in the Link format. So it's definitely an interesting one to give a go. Anyway, I hope this gives you a couple of ideas.
With the Flames of Destructions,
yeah,
that's going to.
We haven't even got Extreme Forces yet.
Calm down.
Joe hasn't even got his Flame High King Genghis yet. We're still bloody waiting.
Haven't got that 4th Guardian synchro yet.
James is still having like flashbacks over not getting patchwork. So we'll just take baby steps, yeah, to Extreme Forces first, because we all know that Trimals are busted as, you know, and it's like I think what 7 you can get. Your draw phase then becomes from 1 to 7 cards is like the max you can get, which is mental. So I do hope.
When you realise you're up against tricksters and you're burning.
Exactly. Stop it! Stop the gun!
Draw 7.
All that for an evenly matched.
Yeah.
So that's it for the Synchro build. Very, very fun, very, very powerful. It'll be very, very interesting to kind of see this, not so much take Shut up. Not so much take the metal by storm, but definitely maybe have a bit of representation. Like I did say, this is a bit of a cheaper build without having the ashes and stuff like that. More of the money is in the extra deck. If you did want to play your ashes, your ogres, your reapers, your drum hotbirds, all that stuff, it is very, very possible. And obviously that is where you could theoretically say the 15 card side deck is. But thanks for watching. This is, funnily enough, our second year video. So this is the video from 2 years ago, and I watched our first video back a couple of days ago, and my god was it funny to watch. It was Ignites. I would have liked to have done a second year Ignites, but that's just not viable right now in this minute. We'll wait for Electrium to come out and see if that changes anything. Regardless, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. What's it, YouTube? Day here for Zephyr Games, and this is it. This is our 2-year celebration. We started this channel off 2 years ago. If you haven't seen my first video, you do want to check that out, because it does make you giggle a little bit once you get to know us. Anyway, so to give back to you guys, we've hit over 8,000 subscribers. So for every single one of you, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So all you have to do, we're going to do 7 days giving back to you guys. Starting off with day number 1, and day number 1 is for a sealed Cyber Dragon deck from Legendary Duelist or Legendary Dragon Collection set. So we're starting off with Cyber Dragons. There will be a different giveaway each day, and all you have to do to have a chance of winning this is follow the link below. The link below will take you into a setup where basically each marker that you complete or each task that you complete gets you 1 entry into the giveaway for this one here. The exact same process will be repeated each day, and in doing so, you can enter as many times as you want and complete as many steps as you want. The more you complete, the more chance you have of winning. As simple as that. Anyway, that's it for today. Quite straightforward. Check out Josh's Dark Link Synchro deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gave you a couple of ideas for the deck. Don't forget to follow that link below. Very, very important for your chance to win a Cyber Dragon deck. Pure sealed, brand spanking new. So our final giveaway will be on Sunday the 21st of January, and the winners will all be announced on Sunday the 28th of January. So it gives you more than enough time to enter these giveaways and do what you can to win them. There's plenty of opportunities for everyone involved. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, whole 9 yards, guys. And as always, thank you for supporting us for these 2 years. Hopefully there are many more down the road. And as always, happy dueling.